By 21, I had paid off my student loans, bought a house, and built a six-figure business, all without a dime from my parents. But when my golden child brother went bankrupt, they sued me for stealing the future he was supposed to have. I didn't settle. I made an example out of them. Growing up, my brother Donovan was destined for greatness according to everyone in our family. They paid for his expensive private schools, his personal tutors, his brand new car at 16, his luxury apartment near campus, and all his failed business ventures without question. Everything he wanted appeared instantly. Meanwhile, I worked 3 different jobs throughout high school just to save money and put myself through community college with scholarships and federal loans. When I started my e-commerce business at 19 while still in school, my parents actually laughed at dinner. "That's not a real job," my dad said dismissively. "Why can't you be more like Donovan? He's going to run a Fortune 500 company someday." At that moment, Donovan was 24 and had never successfully held any job for more than 6 months before quitting or getting fired. By 21, my online business was clearing 6 figures annually and growing fast. I paid off every penny of my student loans. I bought a small house with cash and no mortgage. I was building something real while Donovan was systematically burning through his 5th startup funded entirely by our parents' retirement savings and home equity. Then the unthinkable happened. Donovan's latest venture collapsed spectacularly. He'd taken large investments from friends, extended family members, and our parents' retirement accounts, then lost every penny through mismanagement and bad decisions. He declared bankruptcy and couldn't pay anyone back. My parents were devastated, but not at him for being reckless. They were furious at me for not preventing it somehow. "If you had helped your brother succeed instead of selfishly hoarding your money, this never would have happened," my mother screamed over the phone. "You watched him struggle while you bought yourself a house. What kind of sister does that?" I hung up thinking that had to be the worst of it. I was completely wrong. 2 months later, I was formally served with legal papers at my front door. My own parents were suing me for unjust enrichment and breach of familial duty. Their lawyer argued that the success I achieved should have been shared equally with my brother, that by keeping my own earnings, I had effectively stolen opportunities that belonged to the family unit. They were demanding $200,000 in damages. I read those papers 3 times convinced it had to be some joke. It wasn't. They actually believed they were legally entitled to my money simply because Donovan had failed at everything. My first instinct was to quietly settle just to make the nightmare go away. My lawyer strongly advised against it. "If you settle this case, you're admitting there's legal merit to their ridiculous claim." There isn't. This lawsuit is completely frivolous and we can prove it easily. So I didn't settle. I decided to fight. I subpoenaed every financial record my parents had going back a decade, every bank statement, every failed business document. I showed the court exactly how much money my parents had freely given Donovan over the years without ever asking for repayment. Well over $400,000 in cash gifts, cars, rent payments, and business bailouts. I showed them my own tax returns proving that every single dollar I earned came from my own hard work without any family help. I brought in witnesses who had watched me build my business from nothing while working exhausting night shifts. The judge didn't just dismiss the case, he sanctioned my parents for wasting the court's time with a frivolous lawsuit. He ordered them to pay all my legal fees. He called their lawsuit a shocking attempt to punish success and reward failure through legal manipulation. My parents were completely humiliated. Their names appeared in the local newspaper covering the case. Their friends and church community discovered they had sued their own daughter for the crime of working hard. Donovan still hasn't spoken to me since. He blames me entirely for embarrassing the family publicly. My parents send occasional apologetic texts, but they've never actually apologized for trying to legally steal from me. Last month, my business officially crossed 7 figures in annual revenue.